So hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to achieve a snatched face through highlighting and contouring. I know that this seems like, oh, everyone knows how to highlight and contour, but you know, I feel like going back to the basics, which is why I want to teach you guys how to highlight and contour your face and achieve that snatched look. So if you guys want to know more about that, then please keep on watching. If it's your first time stopping by, hi, my name is Onyekwanyo. Welcome to join the family. Please do also hit that subscribe button down below to join this family, and guys, share this video with everyone who cares to watch it. Thank you so much for watching, and let's jump right into the video. Before we go on, I just wanted to give a little disclaimer real quick about my hair. I had this hair in for the longest, but I don't know, I've just not had the time to take it out, which is why I'm going to be wearing a wig once we are done with this look. But in the meantime, we're just going to do the look and pretend that my hair is all glorious, okay? Now, I went ahead to do my eyebrows, my eyeshadow, and my foundation off camera just because I wanted this video to focus directly on highlighting and contouring. I didn't want any other distractions. If you guys are interested in knowing how I do my brows, I'm going to leave a link to that video up in the card so that you can definitely check it out. But other than that, let's jump right into the video of today. So guys, first things first, I'm going to start off by using a concealer that is about 2 to 3 shades lighter than my skin tone, and this one is by Nuban Beauty. It is the In My Skin concealer, and I actually use this pretty frequently, which is why I'm almost out on it, but that's what I'm going to be using to highlight my face today. So with highlighting, placement is everything, and what you want to do is you want to place the highlighting shade right beside your nose like so. Let it get to the corner of your nose, really guys, let it get in there, and then you just take some at the outer corner like so as well, and then you just have like a little triangle thing going on here. That's exactly what you want. Then we're going to do that with the other side of our nose too, like so, the inner corner of our nose, and then we're going to drag that as well to the outer corner too. Right now, this concealer dries pretty quickly, which is why I'm not going to place all the concealer at once on the areas that I want. I'm just going to do it in batches because the concealer dries very quickly. Next, I'm going to take this flat brush and I'm going to use that to spread the concealer on all the areas of my face that I just put it on, and I'm just tapping that into my skin, really. You know, you can see what I'm doing there, just tapping it into my skin to further blend the product in. Do you guys see that? Do you see how it automatically lifts my face? I'm going to do that for the other side too. Now, when you're spreading the concealer, you want to avoid taking it outside this immediate under eye area in like a V shape. That's what you want to do. You want to keep it in the immediate under eye area. Avoid taking it out of that area as much as possible, because if you do, then your face is going to look wide, but you're trying to give your face like an oval type shape, so you want to avoid dragging it to your ears or spreading it outside this V area. Next to be to go in with our damp beauty blender, and this is the same beauty blender that I used to do my foundation. You don't have to use a different beauty blender. You can just use another spot like what I'm going to be doing. I used this spot for the foundation. I'm going to use this spot for the concealer just to blend things in a bit more. Going in with your brush is just like a rough blending. It's not actually really detailed. It's just to spread the product, you know, roughly, and then you blend. Now what you want to do is you want to let the all the lines, the edges of the concealer disappear. So you just press that into the skin. You can use the area that you used to do your foundation to just disappear, make those lines disappear. You don't want them to be showing when you are done with your makeup, because you want everything to look really seamless, like it marries into your skin. You don't want anyone to see where the concealer starts and where it ends, right? So you can see the difference between this area that is not blended and this area that we have blended, and I'm going to do that for the other side now. Now, you can't afford to get tired with blending. You want to blend as much as you can, so just literally blend. Use tapping motions of your beauty blender to blend. You don't have to swipe. Actually, you shouldn't swipe, as a matter of fact, because it's going to leave streaks on your face, and no one wants streaks on their face. So just use like tapping motions of your beauty blender to blend the product into your skin. So next, guys, I'm going to highlight my chin, right, with that same concealer that we used. I'm still going to spread it out with the flat brush again, right, and I'm going to go in with my beauty blender once more. So now I'm going to do the bridge of my nose, and I'm just going to draw a slim line on my nose and then on my forehead too. Now don't worry if your face looks a bit crazy. It's all going to marry into each other and everything will look good before long. So don't worry about that. Just blend. When you put that line on your nose, you want to try to avoid blending outside of that line, you know, the slim line, because that's going to affect how slim your nose ends up ultimately. So you want to keep it pretty slim. Do you get what I mean? Then you just pinch your beauty blender like so and then blend it. Do you guys see what I'm doing? Okay, so now that we're done with that, I'm going to go in with my foundation brush, this time with no foundation on it. The brush that I used to apply my foundation, but no foundation. I'm just going to go over the edges of the highlighted areas, you know, just to cancel out any harsh lines that may have formed as a result of our highlighting and contouring. I'm not going over the highlighted areas, I'm just going around it. Do you guys see what I'm doing? I'm going around it because of the edges. I'm not going over it, because if I go over it, it's going to cancel out what we have done, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to cancel out the harsh lines. So next, I'm going to take this concealer. This one is a little more yellow, and I'm just going to use that under my eye just because I want to brighten up my immediate under eye area a little bit more. This is a completely optional process, is a completely optional step, but I just find that I like the way my makeup looks every time I do this, so that's why I'm doing this. You don't have to do it, you can totally skip it if you are not about that life. Again, I'm going to go in with this brush and I'm just going to blend it again and just keep it in this immediate under eye area like so. Remember, we're using tapping motions. You don't have to swipe, guys. Tapping motions are all you need. Now I'm going to go in again with my beauty blender and I'm just going to blend that out. Okay guys, so far so good. I'm really liking the highlighted areas. Next we're going to move on to contouring. I'm going to be using this Fenty Beauty concealer and the shade is in 498, and I'm just going to put that right underneath my cheekbone. Like if you do like this little duck face, like you'll get that area, or you can just use your like upper ear area here to try and like use a landmark and just draw an imaginary line right under that, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing for contour. Do you guys see that? And I'm just gonna put like dots of concealer over my forehead to just contour that a little bit, and on my chin area, right here in my cupid's bow, and at the corner of my nose. Those are the areas I'm going to be contouring, and I'm still going to use my beauty blender to blend that out. When you're blending this cheek contour, you want to blend it upwards. Don't pull it down, if not it will just defeat the whole purpose of the contour. So you want to blend it upwards to form like a little V. You see what we're doing there? We're forming like a little V. That's what you actually want to do. Don't take it downwards, it will just be counterproductive and it will not shape your face very nicely. Do you guys see that? Right? Do you see how that automatically just snatched my face? Do you guys see it? I'm going to do our forehead area too. And again, remember, I'm still using the same beauty blender that I was using earlier. You don't actually have to change beauty blenders, guys, you don't. But if you have like a lot of beauty blenders, feel free to change it. But if you don't feel like you're at a disadvantage because you don't have a lot of beauty blenders. What you have will work perfectly fine. Okay guys, so now we have done all the cream contour. Next would be to set the highlighted areas and the contoured areas with some powder, because you want all your concealer to stay in place. So that will be the next step. Now before we do that, we're going to have to first of all blend the immediate under eye area again, because it would have started to crease. And before you set any concealer, you want to make sure that you have gone over it again to blend it, because concealer does tend to crease pretty quickly. So go over it again with your beauty blender, but try to use a clean area. Now I'm going to be using this part of my beauty blender because it seems to have the least product, and I'm just going to push that in there. So now that that is done, next step will be to set. Now I'm going to be using this, and it's by a Nigerian brand called Zikel Cosmetics. I'm going to go in first with this shade of powder, which is about 1 shade or 2 shades lighter than my actual skin tone, and I'm just going to use that to set the concealed areas first, like so. To be going in with the translucent powder in this same powder kit. I'll use this to just like do the corners of my nose, like so, and then I'm gonna put it on the bridge of my nose too. So this is what we have, guys. Can you guys appreciate that? Can you see the difference between my face when it was not highlighted and right now that we have done some work on it? Next, guys, I'm going to use this color of powder in this same powder palette, and I'm just going to use that to contour my face. I'm going to go over all the areas of my face that I contoured. Then at this point, I'm just going to do some reverse contouring with the same powder shade that I used in this place here, like so, right? You guys appreciate how snatched we look, and we're not even done. Like my face just automatically looks so much slimmer, and I love it. Ideally at this point is when I would go and do my eyeshadow, my lashes, my brows, you know, everything. But because I already did that off camera, I'm just going to let this sit in for about 5 minutes, and then I would dust off all that powder. But if you're like in a hurry, you don't actually have to wait. You can just go ahead and dust off the powder immediately. All right guys, so lips are done, and now it's time to dust off the powder, and I'm going to be using this shade, which is my actual skin tone, to dust off all that excess powder from our face. So guys, this is what we look like when we are done highlighting and contouring. I'm just gonna go grab my wig now and make a reappearance so that we can see the finished look. Okay guys, so this is our finished look, and guys, I don't know how to act because your baby girl is looking smoking. I absolutely love my hair, you guys. It is by a company on Instagram called Zoe Mana Hair, and you guys should definitely check it out if you like it. I'm absolutely here for this red color. It looks phenomenal on my skin, and guys, your girl is loving it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Did you learn anything new? Did you learn some tips and tricks that you didn't know before? Let me know down in the comment section because I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.